Another dusty Friday night. Went at this door with the board sander, the pneumatic board sander. I like it. Just a little bit high there. But boy, it's so negligible. I'm gonna go with it. Over here on the fender, so I'm mixing up Bondo to fill in here and a little bit in here. And come down right in there. Needs some, still a little bit on these gouges and a bit down there as well. So that's what we're doing next. Mixing up Bondo. I finally moved some stuff around, so I actually had room to walk. This was last night. I sanded, put some more filler there, sanded here, a little more filler there, and there, and then finally there. And I think we'll have this fender done. Ready for more primer, hopefully this weekend. Ready for paint. Well, ready for more primer. And there's a spot missing here because the second fender is going to get the paint stripped off. You've seen me do this before. I'll put a link to the video where I strip paint off of the other fender and the two doors. So we'll cut here and come back when hopefully all the paint's off. And I'm sure this is very bright, but this is the fender with the majority of the paint off of it. That Bondo there, filler there, filler there. What I did was I just took off the primer and got it down to fresh filler. But for the most part, we're in good shape. Now I had to beat on this area some. I think I'm going to go ahead and tap it a little bit more before I paint, because obviously tapping on it after the paint will destroy the paint. So we're in good shape. Onward and forward. So you may not be able to tell, but it's dark. It's raining. Not a good night to roll the LeMans out of the garage and set up a paint booth to put black epoxy primer on pieces. So, well, what do I do next? How about we deal with the front fascia? I'm not sure what that part is called. Also, we have the grill here. My sander's good. It's good sanding weather. Fortunately, things are buried. Wouldn't you know it? So we'll have to move some seats out of the way and then unbury those two sheet metal parts and put them up on sawhorses and go after them with a sander. And I'll bring you back when I get them out. It wasn't too bad. They were all right next to each other. So we've got this piece here, which forms the bottom of the fascia. This piece here forms the top and the divider to the grills. And we've got the split grills that are floating black with chrome. And then we have this piece here, which is the air duct inlet at the base of the windshield. It's got a piece of rubber weather stripping here that just rolls off. So I'm going to tag that and put it somewhere hopefully safe. Then we'll get the sander and the wire wheel out and get going on these things. Alright, some items I will need to take care of. These clip. Some of them still have the nuts attached. That one did not. I don't know if it broke off in the midst of disassembly. Doesn't appear to be one there either. This one appears to be broken off, so I'll have to replace some of these. That one is still there. There's two there, which is a little odd because I would have thought that this would not have had one. So maybe this actually goes, because this runs down. Oh, I see. It screws through and, okay, I don't see. That's for the license plate. This, alright, so this has screws going through into here. This is the down, this is the bottom surface, and this would be for the license plate frame. A little bit misshapen. We'll get to move some dents around. So this should have another one. The screws will come up from the bottom through there. So I'm sure we'll find a supplier for those. Alright, we're going to take them out, put them in a bag that says front fascia nut clips, and file them away in the library of parts that we've got here. So after a couple hours, how did I do? Well, there's still some more handwork left, but a good portion of the paint and primer is gone. Like I said, some hand working in these curves. And I went on the inside of this one with the wire brush. This will get Rust-Oleum metal primer and then shot in some sort of Rust-Oleum black. This one still needs to have the inside surfaces wire brushed. We're getting there. So I scrubbed this down in a sink of soapy water. It's kind of an odd mix here. Originally, the entire piece would have been chrome plated. They would have gone back then and selectively masked off, I believe, just these rings here. It's odd that they plated the whole thing just to get those ring faces to be chrome. But I'm pretty sure that's all. I guess it could be possible that these little surround edges and down underneath there where the raised bosses are. Anyway, all that is gone. There are places where the paint has flaked off. There are places where it was rubbed off. There are places where it was scraped off. And some of this will get covered by the dash pad, but some of it under here, for instance, won't. And obviously all that needs to be dealt with. So I'm toying with different paint schemes. Easiest thing would be just to sand it, sand where it's scraped, not mess with the pebbly finish in there where the paint's come off. Just assume that's as much as it's going to go. Shoot it with a coat of primer and then shoot it with a couple coats of satin black, and the whole thing would be black. And that's one option. Another option is that I paint the whole thing the red of the car and go back and only black paint then the pebbly finished areas. Everything else would stay the red of the car. And just to throw something more into the mix, I got a package from Ames with some items in it. So I was unable to find anybody who does overlays for any of the 65 Tempest LeMans GTO in the standard, which would have been white characters on the black painted gauge plates. What they do sell are white overlays, basically a big decal that has got the exact same font in black. Now where it says GTO, that comes out. There's an idiot light that shines through there, or Bright's indicator, one of the two. And then where it says 64 to 66, that comes out because that's where the odometer is. Then there should be a hole in the center where the needle shaft sticks out. Anyway, still thinking about color schemes. I'm gonna probably try some different things in Photoshop and put them up on my blog.